Good morning, my dear children. Welcome back anyways to class. Hope you all are good and studying as well. Students, today we are going to start second unit test portion of EVS 2. Okay? Children, before starting the lesson number 18, I would like to ask you one question. Are you ready for that? Okay, then tell me, is your family big or small? Yes, I know. Some of you have big family and some of you have small family because the number of people in the family may differ. Isn't it? So students, today we are going to learn an interesting lesson number 18, My Family and Home. Kids, we are born and brought up in the family by our parents. Members of the family provide food, clothing, shelter and security to us. Even we get love and care in the family. Right? Children, there is affection among family members. Because of that, they help one another in times of difficulty. Students, who takes care of us when we are ill? Yes, absolutely right. Our parents take care of us when we are ill. Correct? Kids, there are different types of families. Small families, big families and extended family. Okay? Then, what are small families? Students, some families consist only of parents and one or two children. Such families are called small families. Means, no other members will be there in that family. But some families consist of grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters and cousins. So children, such families are called big families because large number of members there in the family. So it is a big family. Now let's see, what is an extended family? Children, our family is linked with aunts, uncles and their children from the father's and mother's side. Such a family is called an extended family. Our family gets extended because of our relatives. Remember kids, extended family members may not live in one house, but because of love and affection between them, they meet each other on several occasions. Okay? Now, our next point is a family tree. Children, in a family, generations follow one after the other over a period of time, and they can be shown in a family tree. For example, see this picture? This is the picture of Rena's family tree. Like that, you can make your family tree with the help of your parents. Kids, the family system changes as time goes by. Means, if at one time grandparents, aunts, uncles, parents, siblings, and cousins all live together in one house and form one big family. Then this family is called a joint family. Here, siblings means a brother or sister. But students, when members of the family move away from the family because of their jobs or occupation, they start living separately, forming different families. And such smaller families are called nuclear families. This nuclear family consists only father, mother, and their children. Hope you understood it, right? Now students, can I ask you one question? Recently, we learnt about family, correct? Then, where do our family live? Yes, family live in house. Students, if we live together in house, so we have to do household chores also, like storing water, cooking, and cleaning are daily chores done in a family. Functions and festivals are often celebrated in the house. And children, we also have to welcome and entertain guests. The elderly people in the family need special attention. So we should take care for their health. Children, the household duties are many and must be shared by everyone. If everyone in a family shares the work, no one has to bear the burden alone. Students, each chore is important and family members do these chores with love and affection. Now children, tell me one thing. If you want your pencil and eraser and there is mess everywhere in the house, are you able to find out your pencil and eraser on time? No, right? Kids, this thing is happen with everyone. If there is mess everywhere in our house, that's why we need to keep the house clean and tidy, which give us happiness. Keeping the house clean and tidy is the responsibility of everyone in the family. It is no like mother only have to do all the household work. You can also help to your mother in doing the housework. Okay? Children, we should throw all the rubbish thing and garbage in the dustbin and not throw it around. This will help to keep the environment clean, which make you healthy. My dear kids, always remember, wet and dry garbage should be separated and put into separate bins. Wet garbage is useful for making manure. Here, manure means organic fertilizer used in agriculture for crops. Paper, glass, and metal can be sorted out from dry garbage and recycled. And one more thing, as far as possible, we should not use materials like plastic, thermocol, and chemical colors that causes harm to the environment. Students, do you know the use of electronic devices like mobiles, CDs, DVDs, pen drives and computers has increased greatly. When these things are damaged, they become useless, and this gives rise to e-waste. And as we know, the disposal of e-waste is a big problem. Now, move to our next point. Kids, we celebrate many festivals in the family, right? In the same way, different kinds of festivals are celebrated in different regions of our country. Students, many of our festivals are linked with agriculture and environment. For example, Holi is the festival of colors that marks the end of winter. In the Punjab, Baisakhi is celebrated at harvest time. In Maharashtra, Bailpola is celebrated when the sowing of the crops is over. And do you know, children? During the harvest season in Tamil Nadu, Pongal is celebrated. While Kerala, they celebrate this as Onam. And our favorite festivals like Diwali, Dasera and Gudi Padwa are celebrated when the farm produce is ready. Children, do you know? India has several Adivasi tribes. One of the Adivasi tribe, Warli, lives in Thane district. They celebrate a family festival, Koli Bhaji, at the beginning of the monsoon. Koli is a wild plant which grows after the rains begin. Like that, Makar Sankranti is also one of the festivals celebrated in winter by giving each other Tilgul sesame. Sesame is an important winter crop. Kids, in the same way, in our country, we celebrate different festivals like Buddha Purnima, Ramzan Eid, Christmas and Pateti, etc. Children, Independence Day and Republic Day are the national festivals which are celebrated by all the citizens. Students, festivals bring people together. Festivals include songs, dances, rangolis, games, competitions and races. The feeling of togetherness grows while celebrating festivals. But children, be remember, we must take some precautions while celebrating festivals. Okay? I hope you understood the lesson very well. Right? Children, complete your writing work on time and keep reading. Okay? See you soon in the next class. Till then, thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Hello kids. Good morning. Welcome back to the EVS 2 class. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself and doing your studies well. In our previous lecture, we have learnt lesson number 18, My Family and Home. Do you remember? Yes. In that lesson, we learned three types of families: household chores and different festivals, right? Then children, in today's class we are going to learn more about school from lesson number 19, My School. Kids, from your childhood, if you think about to learn something new, the first place comes in your mind is your school. Correct? Children, do you know each letter in word school stands for what? Let me tell you. Sincerity, capability, honesty, orderliness, obedience, learning. Children, school is the best place where you can acquire education. Here, acquire means learn or develop. A school is a place where we study, learn and get education. Apart from that, we also do other activities in school like singing, dancing, drawing, playing football, cricket and many more. My dear kids, do you know? In the olden days, in our country, students used to go to their teacher's house to receive education. They lived there for a few years and completed their education. In the later period, teachers taught students of different ages by coming together. They were taught reading, writing and simple arithmetic. Here, arithmetic means maths. In the olden days, schools were held under a banyan tree or a shady place in a village. In this period, opportunities for girls' education were very rare. When the British introduced the modern school system, Mahatma Phule and Krantijyoti Savitribai Phule began to educate girls in Pune. They worked hard for educating women and lower caste people. They started first school for girls in Pune at Bidewada on 1st January 1848. Savitribai Phule was the first female teacher of India. Along with her husband Jyotirao Phule, she played an important role in improving women's rights in India. Now, you come to know that there were changes in school system. When people realized that there can be no progress without education, they started sending their children to the schools. Thereby, the present day schools were formed. Here are some pictures of great leaders who work hard in the field of school and education. Children, do you know our national anthem writer Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore had started a school in Bolpur in Bengal. The school was called Shantiniketan. No noise, no sounds of automobiles, no clatter of horse carriages. A school in the shade of a tree. Students were taught to sing, dance, arts, crafts and many new subjects. Children from other countries also came to study here. Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913. He gave the prize money to his school. Like that, Mahatma Gandhi's views about education are also important. He advocated education for self-reliance and capacity to earn one's livelihood as the main aim of education. Kids, Maulana Azad was the first education minister of independent India. He appointed the University Education Commission and the Secondary Education Commission. He also played an important part in the establishment of the University Grants Commission. He believed that science and technology must be included in curriculum. Here, curriculum means the subjects consisting a course of study in a school or college. The 11th of November, the date of his birth, is observed as National Education Day all over the country. Children, as you all go to school for learning and get educated, right? We learn many new things in school. We recite poems, sing songs, and draw pictures. We learn moral thoughts from stories, and we also study about our surroundings, right? We also get to play in school. We play Kho-Kho, Kabaddi, back balancing, frog jumps, obstacle race, and also lazim in school. So children, we must go to school regularly. Going to school on time teaches us punctuality. Kids, we learn how to keep ourselves clean in school. We also learn that the importance of keeping the public places clean. Personal and public hygiene helps to keep us healthy. Children, are you missing the school? Yes, I know. You all are missing the school very much. Right? Kids, we all like school because we get education and many facilities in school like a library, playground, drinking water, computer lab, school buses, counselor, first aid, etc. Remember children, we should follow certain rules while using these facilities because everyone should be able to use these facilities. We should wait in queues. Students, school libraries provide many books like storybooks, textbooks, workbooks, etc. to us. Therefore, books borrowed from the library should be returned on time without tearing and damaging the pages. It's our responsibility. We must keep the walls and benches in the classroom clean. We must return the sports equipment to its proper place after using it. We should be in discipline and follow the school rules. We should be smart, brave, and loving child of the school. Now children, can you tell why do friends quarrel? Yes, because of some issues arising between them, like taking your things without permission or use bad words while talking. Correct? If there can be fight between two friends in school, teacher can help you to solve the problem. My lovely kids, always remember, resolving quarrels peacefully is a good way to end them. Every person who is quarreling should get a chance to present their side. Remember, quarrels should not lead to physical fights. These all things teaches us to solve the problems in community life amicably. Here, amicably means peacefully or politely. If issues in community life are resolved peacefully, many of our problems will be solved. Students, school is for everyone, right? And every child must get the opportunity to attend the school. Because at school we realize that we are a part of society. Kids, do you know there is ban on employing children below the age of 14 years in factories, mines and in other occupations. In 2006, the right against exploitation was expanded to include child labor. It made all kinds of child labor illegal. Here, child labor refers to work that is mentally, physically, socially dangerous and harmful to children. Students, this is the age. This is the time for you to study. Yes. So, you should take the proper education by doing your studies on time. Okay? I hope you understood the lesson very well. Thank you so much, my dear children. Bye-bye. Take care.